Alright, new park today. Not sure how long this is going to work as I only got 2% on the GoPro battery. But I do have the GoPro Volta. So I'm going to see if that will work together or if it's not going to allow me to charge. I guess we're about to find that out here in a second. Anyhow, I'm Cody, and thanks again for joining me on another episode of becoming the world's most okayest metal detectorist. We're going to be trying out a couple new things for the channel today. I have the media mod attached to the GoPro, as well as the max lens, which gives a better field of view, and it has a horizon lock. So I'm actually bending completely like 90 degrees side to side, and it doesn't mess up the camera. So let's see how this works for us. I'll be back with you with the first target. Here we go. First target I'm getting is a 2 to 3, about 2 arrows down. Let me dig her up, see if it's foil or something interesting. And as expected, we have delicious aluminum foil. Our first target at a 19 is a wonderful squirt aluminum bottle top. Our first penny for the day, coming in at a 1920, is a 1999 memorial cent. Still in the plug, or what's left of it, is obviously another memorial penny. Another 1999. So you know that's how people were partying. We got a wood chip tot lot here and an empty park. So let's see what we can find in here. Already finding another 1920 signal, probably a penny. Let's see if we can fish that one out. Well, she's an odd one. I can't tell if it used to be a penny, or perhaps this will be one of those parks where they like to have a bunch of crushed up aluminum that manages to, it gets past the magnets when they're chopping up the wood to make the wood chips. So you end up sometimes with just this scrap metal. Obviously it's not magnetic, doesn't stick to my magnet. It really does sort of look like a coin, but I can't make out any of the features of it. I'm going to guess I was correct with my other assessment, being that this is probably not a gold nugget, but more of that hammer mill aluminum that ends up in bulk wood chips. So we'll get back to the grass. Next signal, probably going to be trash, as I'm getting everything from a 2021 all the way up to like a 35. But now you have me curious. Coin, treasure, or junk? Let's find out. I suppose it would be neither treasure nor junk, as it's about a 1-inch wide hexagon bolt. Getting a 1314, which is either going to be a nickel or a ring pull. Let's dig her up and find out. Our favorite friend, the pull tab. I'll let you wander with me while I search for another signal on this larger part of the lawn. I did see park workers showing up, so we'll find out if they're going to kick us out or not. Grass looks already mowed, so maybe they're just moving some equipment around. Oh, we got an 8. That's been foil, usually closer to the park. But let me dig her up and see what we got. Got the plug out, and she is definitely in the plug. Oh, we have can slaw. Glorious. Heading a little deeper into the field away from the playground equipment. There is a change of slope here, so I'm assuming that means this park isn't very new, or very old, that is. But you never know what you're going to find till you find it. That looks big. Probably a whole can down there. 25, 28, 30 though. Not too deep. Let's dig her out. Well, I can see what's in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks like some type of aluminum rod. I would guess something like if you buried a picnic umbrella shaft. And lots of ants are coming out, so I'll bury them back up real quick. Another signal, bouncing between 22 and 25. Probably aluminum. Can slaw is my guess, about 3 arrows down. Let's dig her out. Correctamundo. This looks like the top or bottom, although very, very hard of a aluminum can. Get you guys going back with me, so I have, 2930. That tends to be a quarter. Let's see if I can get that one dug up. Well, we've been aluminummed again. Can't tell what this came off of. Definitely a chipped piece, which probably matches what I took off with a little bit of the shovel. But more junk! Yay! More funky signals as I'm passing by and underneath a lot of power lines. Deep 7 to 9, I don't want that one. Gotta see if we can at least get some more coins or interesting treasures out of this park. Week 15, 16. Repeatable, but a mixed signal, bouncing between a 2 and a 17. Can't seem to narrow down that one to one that I want to dig though, so we'll say that's a bunch of scrap together. $13, $14, nickel or pull tab territory. Solid 13. Oh, now it's a 12, 14, so most likely a pull tab. Do I want to dig that one? 3 arrows down. At this point I do. We need as much treasure as we can get. Let me get to digging. I'll be right back. Even better. More can slaw. Got a 19 to 22 high ringer. I'm hoping for at least a coin. What say ye, YouTubers? Well, if you guessed a screw-on bottle cap, of which I can't tell the brand, you would be correct. And I would be sad. We can play a fun game where we pass through the section of trees. See if anybody managed to drop anything interesting in there. As long as the roots don't cause us too much trouble. Let's go. Lots of 16 so far, which are notoriously ring pulls. 11, 12. I don't think I want that guy either. $14, $15. This is the Equinox 800, so my VDI goes, I think, minus 19 all the way up to a positive 40. I know what my usual signals are for coins. 19 to 21 is a penny, 13 is a nickel, 25 is a dime. That's actually just finding a pencil right there on the ground with the eraser. Quarters are like 29 to 30. But you never know what jewelry is, so sometimes you got to dig them all. 13, 14. Let's just be sure, because that doesn't look low. That's just one arrow down. Do we have a ring pull or a pull tab? I'll keep you with me, and we can find out, because it's right under the ground, right there. We have a piece of a pull tab. That's why it wasn't ringing up a solid 13. Make sure there's nothing else in the hole. And nothing else. So you got to be a good boy or girl, or they or them, or whatever people are these days, and make sure to fill it back up. So it looks like nothing was dug there, and then nobody gets kicked out. We can head back where the fences align. I guess if somebody was out here going to smoke crack, this is where they would drop their expensive gold-plated crack pipes. And I'm getting a 910. It says right on the surface, is it foil or is it a gold-plated crack pipe? Let's find out. I don't see her. Baby shovel to the rescue. Did I miss it? I may have missed it. These bugs aren't missing me. And there we go. I don't think. No, that's A&W root beer can slaw. Don't like that. Fill our little hole in. Plant a pine cone. Save the environment. I'm Captain Planet. To add to our joy of 13, you can also get wadded up aluminum foil where the people smoke their crack. You would think I would learn my lesson. As a 22, 23, 24 tends to be those old screw-on glass or plastic, I guess, bottle tops. But I want to find out what it is. And wouldn't you believe it? Served on a platter is another screw-on bottle top. Dang it! 23 to 25. Do we have another piece of scrap aluminum or maybe a coin? Let's find out. Well, hallelujah. We have a coin. This appears to be a penny. And if I'm correct, that is a memorial. Not as old as I want, with a date of 1972, so at least it's copper and worth at least 3 cents. First off, I found what appears to be a prehistoric chicken's foot. Surely not a good sign for my survival in the park, but as it is not metallic, that's not my target. It's still in the plug. What do we have hiding here? What could it be? Something near the top. Can we track you down? Running out of room in here. So if you're a coin, you better show yourself. Oh, I see shiny. Shiny aluminum scrap garbage. So that was our 12. Of course, the pinpointer is not finding the other target. So let me stamp down this plug and see if the detector will bring that one back up before I leave this section. Four, 5, 6 near the top. So I'm thinking more cut up aluminum, just like I pulled out of that hole. Should be right here, 2 inches down. Let's go about halfway down. Split that. Make sure it's not the shovel. And more cut up aluminum. Definitely does not make me happy yet, but targets are targets, and I'm cleaning the park. This guy is a 26 to 28. Little low to be a quarter, little high to be a dime, but right there and not too short. Any guesses before I dig her up? See if we can find her with the pinpointer. And we can, which means baby shovel to the rescue. Bit of hard dirt there. Oh, I already see what I don't like. And this one is one of those caps off of a glass bottle, I believe. So that's why we didn't get a quarter signal. So we scoop some of this dirt up out of this guy. I see the blue plastic seal. So this one is probably from like an iced tea bottle. Another jumpy target. Or a couple of targets. Perhaps I have a coin spill, but there's only one way to find that out. We definitely have one target in the plug. Do a little bit of surgery here. I went with a larger than normal plug in hopes of finding a couple targets out of it. Can we retrieve one? something near the top on the grass. Flip her over. And Mike's Hard Lemonade, never to the rescue. Do we have another? Or is that the explanation of the funky signal? I believe that's it. So another trash one. On to the next. Now, my faithful companion Corey is at work today doing her jobby job, so it's just me out here searching a new park. She'll be jealous if I find anything really interesting, but with the finds so far, I'm guessing I'm gonna find a lot of people's garbage. 1617, don't want that. I see somebody's fireball garbage. Come on, good targets. Lots of canned slaw in this part of the field, which I was hoping would be more occupied by kids. People dropping stuff, playing games. No such luck. And for being such a nice day out here around Buffalo, New York, it's not raining. There's nobody out. I do guess that the kids are back in school. That might explain some of it. But this entire time here, about an hour at least, I've only seen 2 other people. Probably somebody on a bicycle. Somebody else had a little baby. Can't send them to school yet because they're babies. Babies don't know anything. They don't even know how to choose the world's greatest metal detector. 12s, 13s, 23, 24, not low, and probably another bottle cap. Can we dig her out? Can we find her with the pinpointer? We can find her. Can we dig deep enough to bring her to the surface? Nope, she is deeper. See if we can get another scoop out of there. We did just have rain a day or 2 ago. I lose track of the days when I'm in work mode. Still deeper. And I'm imagining this is probably going to be a deep buried can. But we will find that out together. Deeper still. Don't like that sound, as that's usually my can. There were some rocks showing up in this park. Is that metal? Yep. That looks like can slaw, which tells me that down there is probably more can slaw. So I'll clean this one up, go on to the next target. According to this signal, I have a 24-25 right near the top. Will that be our first dime? I can already tell you that it won't be, because that made the sound of an aluminum can falling apart. Can we get the rest out without injuring ourselves. Thank you, Pepsi. Is that everything? Yes, it is. More garbage. One of the downsides of living in Buffalo is when I leave a little earlier, it's cold out. So I like to put on a hoodie. And then about 30 minutes into detecting, I think I have way too many layers of clothes on. But let's see if we can still make something out of this park. Lots of junk signals. $19.20. But is that too big? The 22. That tends to be our aluminum, and it's all over the place. But there might be a penny there. Let's dig her up, see what we got. Well, I'm in for something big. So if I get the shovel underneath her, I'm moving a lot of the ground. Seems like some type of scrap metal. Maybe it isn't as big as I think. I gotta navigate. Oh, there we go. Is that just random sheet metal? It appears to be. We definitely got signals galore here. Not sure what the white stuff was, if that was part of bugs. Something near the top. Let me see if I get this plug cut out of here some more. Is she still in the plug, or do we got more? Yep. Sheet metal. That's probably the shovel. And more of the weird white stuff. Let me dig some more in here. I'll get back to you, see what we find. That appears to be it. Couple pieces. I don't know if these ever fit together. Don't know what it is. I imagine whatever I am touching is going to give me some type of Superman-like powers. But whatever random sheet metal that is will go to my junk pile. At this point, I am in the center of this park. That way is the tot lot, slides, whatever. You got houses that way, empty field that connects to another type of sports park, and trees. I will kind of make a diagonal line towards the bleachers and the baseball fields. Keep you on here, see if we can find something along the way. We do have some swing sets coming up, but this is the first park where I've seen it being gravel. Not easy to dig through. $23 to $25. The size of aluminum, but let's make sure. And as I expected, invisible in the plug, we have another aluminum bottle cap. But let's make sure. Yep, that is all it is. So we have a army green bottle cap because everybody needs to get super drunk at the park. And now a word from our sponsors who are not sponsoring us. What I have been enjoying on my detector. Let's see if I can get that in the light. This is a RB Innovations Reserved Storage Pwr-Nox that is actually charging my detector while I use it. As you can see, no it isn't. When it's charging, this might actually be out of batteries. There we go. You see it slowly filling up my power meter, which is nice because if you're just out detecting on a good run, you will run out of power pretty fast in these things. And I like these because it's just a USB connection using the Equinox's magnetic charging port on the back there. You use a micro USB on the other side, but not only does it clip to the detector shaft, but it screws in using the factory screw that is holding the cuff together. So it's really out of the way, pretty lightweight, gives me extra power, and I love power. I thought this was actually gravel. This is a volleyball court. It's sand, but ugly sand after a rain, filled with lots of little tiny pebbles, so it gives the impression that you're in a gravel lot from a few feet away. Will we be lucky enough on Park 1 mode without switching to beach to find stuff in the sand? We're all about to find out together. So far, nothing. I have sensitivity, I think about 18. Any higher than that out here, the wires make it go crazy. Too much EMI. It doesn't really look like the kind of park where they would sift. So, surprised we got nothing. This is just this one half. Maybe this was the loser side, and they didn't have anything to lose. So, we will cross around. That is just the metal pole in the ground. Run the length of the court. Obviously the detector is on. You're seeing, just like I am, that we're getting nothing. Maybe both sides are losing teams. I may be missing a bit. I usually have the beach scoop, which is longer, allows me to better keep track of my lines and not stray away from them. But I got nothing. One more little pass at the back end. This is where people might be hanging out a little bit too close to watch their friends and family play, but no, it's all terrible. There was nothing there. Mystery low 4 to 9. Now this is definitely gravel. Don't care for this. This won't be good to dig through. That is the metal monkey bars. Nothing. -9. I don't want negative targets. That's just finding the bottom of the swing set. Bench swing. Porch swing without a porch. What do you call these things? $29.30. Might we have found a quarter? Probably not. Although there could be a couple targets in here. 2 arrows down. Let me dig her up. It's either going to be a quarter or another nut or bolt. Would you look at that? This is a quarter. 1986. Remember, that was a good year because I was in first grade. And that was before I was dumb enough to get dared to swallow a watch battery and get sent to the hospital. Getting a strong, solid 25 near the top. So that means, if I'm correct, this is a dime, and we should be able to dig her right out of the top. Make sure first it is not that little piece. That's way too thin a foil to ring up, but let's go pinpointer. Oh, we're gonna be like that today, huh? Should be right under here. Just break the surface enough to move that to the side. Oh, a coin. And unfortunately for us, it is just a penny. Memorial penny. 1977. Another, what are these, 90% copper before 1982? We're back here in gravel land near the seesaws, and I'm getting a 6. 2 arrows down. I'm guessing foil, or perhaps a kid's hug juice foil, the cap. Can we track it down? There we go. How will this dig? Oh, that's not that bad in the gravel. Come on, you had a signal a second ago. Did I knock something out? That's why. It was stuck on my shovel. Hilarious. So we get more foil. Be jealous, everyone. Look at that. $19.20. Uh-oh, it's jumping a bit. Could be a couple things. Should be a penny right there. Near the top. See if we can get her out. As long as we are not accosted by the cart police. She is a penny. I cannot read the year, but memorial, so not very old. Here we go. 25, 26. At this park, it's been a lot of copper pennies. 25 is the dime signal. 2 to 3 down. And it's localized. Let's find out. We appear to have found her. Off to the side, whatever it is. Can we? Oh! There we go. That is a dime. A green dime. From long ago in the year 2000. 23 years old. A bouncy 24 to 27. So far we have a 72 penny coming out of the ground. Get that one tucked away. Do we have more treasure? Well, that was it. Lots of ants. On to the next one. Another funky signal. 24, 36, 29. Kick the shovel out of the way to be sure. 23, 22. If I had to guess, there is aluminum, there is a penny, and there is a quarter in this general area. Let's find out. Well, not a very exciting hunt. I'm heading back home now. I think I've got about $1 worth of change that I pulled out of there. I didn't get every single one filmed, but I got to go back and edit this, see how the max lens works. I think it gives me a better field of view. Had to make sure that I turned down the Foo Fighters so I wouldn't get a copyright strike. But I will be back home in a couple of minutes, fix this footage, edit it, and I'm going to try one of those premieres so we can enjoy the live chat together.